Yes, please.
I don't know if the...
Yeah, do the model turn. Oh, yeah, stunning. Perfect.
Thank you.
Well, that was smooth. Thank you.
It didn't fall over.
Oh, that's funny. This movie to me is a combination of Basic Instinct, Fatal Attraction, Pride and Prejudice, sort of all wrapped in one.
Pride and Prejudice, is it?
One
Tell me
sort
about
of
that.
nutshell, because we address those kinds of emotions in a modern format. I mean, she's nuts. There's a Fatal Attraction thing. To me, there's that Basic Instinct where we don't know who's
Pride
the
and
killer.
Prejudice?
I think. Well, okay, that's my version. Yes, that's my version. Well, you were in Pride and Prejudice, yes.
Yeah.
I suppose it's because you're in this movie. I
Okay.
saw Pride and Prejudice in there somewhere, somehow. Just the more modern American version of it. Like a love story.
Okay, well, I
a love
suppose...
story, a very strained, a very stressful love story.
Well, I mean, it's certainly sort of how to look for a mate, and it's a look at marriage and dating in a world where how can you be sure you trust your mate? Because everybody now is a performer, and of course, as an actress, that's a very interesting idea to tackle. The fact that even in the dating scene, you know, is the person we meet the person their authentic self or not, or is everybody trying to be a version of themselves that they know will appeal to the person they're trying to attract? Which is ultimately quite fun, but also rather dishonest.
Yes.
And that's, of course, what Amy does until the moment she decides not to, or until the guy lets her down, you know, lets down her expectations. I mean, it's not a very good recipe for true love, because ultimately, you know, as every actor knows, you can't keep up the performance forever.
So I think in Pride and Prejudice, I saw that same sort of dating stress, you know, where they were really not allowed to date. That they snuck
No,
around
and of course,
behind the
Lizzie
scenes.
Bennet, you know, set the bar very apart by actually wanting to meet a man with whom she had a meeting of minds, a sort of intellectual match. I mean, that was very modern for that time.
Very.
Not just a convenient, approved of marriage by one's parents, you know.
That's why I thought they sort of, in a mixture in a blender, if you put them all together, you'd wind up with Gone Girl.
Well, I'm not sure I'm going to go with you on that one, but
But
if you saw that,
my perspective, yeah.
yeah.
I know your parents sing opera.
Yes,
Did you
they
have
do.
opera training?
No, I didn't. No, I never had the kind of urge to be a singer. I think if you're going to be a singer, it has to be sort of in your core. You have to just need to sing, and that's not the way I needed to communicate. I needed to communicate with words and by playing other people and trying to find out what makes us human. That's
Well,
always been.
the resonance of your voice is quite beautiful. So
Thank you.
it sounds like you
I
were
pitched up a bit
among-
for Amy, actually.
Oh, did you?
I decided that she